Hello everyone, and welcome to today's iRacing video. We're about to get underway. Oh, and I didn't turn my spotter on. Bummer.
Radio check.
Spotter, radio check.
The track temp is 38 Celsius, 40 minutes. Follow car number 15 in the left column.
Wow, talk about right in the nick of time. I had my webcam turned off, had to flick that on. Started the intro, realised my spotter wasn't flicked on, so starting off on a high. Let's see how we go for what I'm hoping is the final race of Season 2 here on the iRacing server for 2021. We're here at the Circuit de Spa-Francorchamps one last time in the VRS GT Sprint Series. As I've touched on every other video in this VRS Sprint Series for this week, we are hunting down that A license for Season 3. Really pushing hard. Again, no qualifying, lap set. Last race we did one split of like 1500 SOF. So just have to wait and see how it goes. I'm not too focused on my I rating. I'm mostly focused on safety rating in this one. So we'll just have to see how we go. About
Green, green, green.
Now, I believe I raced against Julian in the previous race. It was pretty bloody rapid from what I recall. So
There's an incident in Radion. It looks like it's Murphy.
alright.
Right side, clear right.
Luckily we were
Good start,
able
mate. Nice
to
one.
avoid Murphy
West
as
is
he
now
spun out up against Radion. We didn't have any invisible netcode kind of incidents, which is always a bonus. And we've clambered up 6 to 7 spots, maybe 8. I'm not too sure exactly where we started. It's pretty inconsequential. So after running a near perfect race, last race only having one incident point, on the last lap, the car ahead of me spun out just up through that first right hand as we get into the twisty section of Spa, and he clipped the side of my car, resulting in a 4x contact, meaning we had to run one more race. So, ooh, it's all happening
There's
here.
an incident in Befania. Yellow flag. Caution.
Very opportunistic of the cars behind to take that opportunity to get past. I don't think overall we lost a spot, but I really didn't want to risk trying to thread the needle through there. Typically results in death. Ooh, lots of damage from...
On your left. Clear left.
Wasn't sure if he was going left or he was going right. Luckily, we just committed to it and able to get through. All right. So, very crazy first lap. So, Julian, Gazia, and Enzo, who were behind us going into that back section, final sector of the race, are now just up ahead of us after we decided to be relatively cautious and survive. Fortunately they did, but they may have ever so slightly incurred some damage or potentially incident points. So, and going too wide through Eau Rouge and Radion is not conducive to living, at least in my experience in these races. So hopefully with all the battling going on up ahead, we can close right up onto the back of him. Wow, Andrew Reese is quick. Oh, I raced against him as well.
Still there, clear right.
I know for a fact I raced against him. He's got a pretty hard livery to forget as well. So So, long race. Let's get settled in. All my energy's gone in the first 3.5 minutes. Hopefully no death this time round through this section here. Not really the section of track that you want to be risking at all. I think where we are on the grid is, like, in terms of our standings, 19th, 20 is pretty well spot on. But I have noted this week that the standings and relatives system goes a little bit funky throughout the race. All right.
P20.
Paul Murphy will be straight past me, but I reckon Andrew's setting 20s, 2-minute 20 laps, will be straight past everyone realistically here, as we're lapping in the high 21s, low 22s. That Ferrari is a bloody rapid car. Same with these Mercs.
Car right. Clear right.
Hunker down. We were able to overcut a few cars in the last race by pitting relatively late, so I think we're going to roll with that strategy again. It's kind of been the flavour of the series, kind of running deep into the race, getting in as much clear air as possible, and just setting consistent, clean lap times. Whoa.
On your right. Clear right.
Very lucky to get away with that.
Murphy in front is now 1.2 seconds.
Just extended that wheel ever so slightly over that red right red curbing, and it just caused the underside of the car and the back of the car to get a bit unsettled. Tono White saying nice move on a back marker. And this is what happens when you can get, this is quite usually what happens when you get big shunts at the start of a race. People like car number 12 and Reese, cars with really good overall pace, stuck behind slower cars. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm definitely not fast enough to be up ahead of these guys. I'm probably in where I need to be, kind of spot-wise. However, the people like Reese are definitely slower. Or he... Again, another 1x. I dropped a mark around this time as well on the last lap at that exact same corner. Kind of picked the latest possible time to back out of that, in the hopes that the red Marlboro liveried BM would do it for me. I need to just take it easy. Over there. Late turn in.
There's an incident in the chicane. It looks like Peterson.
Oh man, it's all happening here.
th place. Incident in Lasso.
Clear right.
Alend is now in the lead. Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate.
Alright, so we're still going, which is good, I guess. I think fortunately we kind of just copped the last little bit of that.
Good stuff, keep it coming. Our refueling window will open after 21 minutes and closes after 31 minutes.
Catching up onto Vincent Ross, or did he avoid a lot of that damage? You could just see that going that way. It'll just be quite interesting to see on whether we actually get a net positive or take a hit. It all depends on how clean the next 30 minutes goes. So I was half tempted to stop the recording here, but I think it'd be in poor taste, considering it might be the last race of the season. I think we have to stick with this one, given what's going on. And the thing is, we've been doing our absolute best to avoid any form of confrontation and drama that may result in a safety rating hit. Yet again, what felt to be completely out of our control.
The gap behind's increased to 8.8 seconds.
There's no way we're still in that position. With the amount of cars that have been caught up in dramas and issues and all that other stuff, there's no way we're still in P20. Hopefully once the pit stop rounds go through, it self-corrects itself. We are ever so slightly hindered on speed, but not much we can do.
The gap to Ross ahead is increasing. It's now 7.5 seconds. there's an incident in. Who on? We think it might be Ross. Yellow flag.
There we go, back past Vincent. Well guys, if you are enjoying the crazy content here in this last video of the season, well, it all depends on what the safety rating does. We might have to run again at 10 o'clock and run this thing late. But if you are really enjoying the content, I'd really appreciate it if you gave the videos a like, subscribe and a comment. Also checking out the Twitter in the description down below does keep you in the loop with what's going on outside of the YouTube content. If I've got a slow week of content due to work commitments or something else going on, helps keep you guys in the loop with what's going on. So I'd really appreciate it if you went and checked it out. Give the video a like. I really appreciate it, guys. Alright, so we've got Ziad ahead.
Okay, Oliver, there's a car exiting the pits, heads up.
Is he?
Your lap time was 2:23.15.
He hasn't even gone in for his pit stop yet. Really pushing that one there as far as I really would like to. I think pretty well gaining from here isn't going to be all that achievable.
That's half fuel. You've used half your fuel.
Well, depending on how the racing goes here with Vincent here in a moment, he seems like he's got a fair bit more pace than me.
Ross is reeling you in. The gap's now 0.6. They're faster than us into Bruxelles. Incident in Eau Rouge. It looks like Peterson.
Peterson. Ah, Ziad exiting pits. He must have had damage. Alvaro's pitting.
There's a car exiting the pits, heads up.
No, he's not. He's still going into the pits, mate.
Don't let this guy distract you. B19.
Yeah, he's still got to go all the way down the pit lane and still his stop. I think it is my top end speed where I am really struggling in this car now. Alright. So the Audi and the Lambo are pretty well identical cars, same engines, just different bodies and different aero packages on the car. So they pretty well are all strong and weak in very similar corners. However, the Audi, I believe, in terms of balance of performance, is slightly better than the Lambo. going to have a better run onto this back straight than I did. I lifted off a little bit too much there. Dropped a bit of speed out of the car. Got the leader showing up on our relative now. Things are really not going well in his potential final race of the season. Alright. Got a few guys in the pits nice and early. We can't really expect everyone to make mistakes and have...
Okay, Oliver. That's good consistency. Keep it up.
Thanks. That's about as much as that in a curve as you'd really want to.
Chances we can. That's 20 minutes to go. There's an incident in Eau Rouge. Looks like it's west. We're halfway home. Should be about 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
Right side. Clear right.
See if we can stick with him now. Alright, let's see if we can stick with him. And maybe slowly catch up to this gap. Push that one as far out wide as I could. Alexander has made a small mistake up ahead. Or he's being extremely cautious due to a small moment.
All right, Oliver.
Right over the back of him through the chicane.
16th place.
Alright, let's stay with him. So we are punching big times out of Alexander Zibz's lead. Stay with him as best we can.
There's an incident in Eau Rouge. We think it might be Reed.
Four seconds already, we got it down to. Slightly slower through those complexer corners there. Vincent did pull ever so slightly away from me. Very sloppy out of that corner. All that time I'd made up was completely gone.
Incident in Eau Rouge, 13th place.
Good exit. I wonder if that was actually the leader. So he's punching in some very quick times. Yeah, Ross is catching up to Alexander quite quickly.
15 minutes left. Stay on it. This isn't over yet.
I know it's not over yet, but it's definitely not home and hosed by any stretch of the imagination.
We estimate you've got 5 minutes of fuel remaining.
Good run onto this back stretch area. We have closed that gap up ever so slightly. We're going to get one more lap. Good run through that chicane. Very good run through that chicane.
West. Behind is now 12 seconds. P12. That's the fastest lap. Very little fuel left. In this lap. Box this lap.
Oh, we all ran that same idea. Alexander, Vincent and myself were all running one lap longer.
There's an incident in Eau Rouge.
Ooh, overtaking into that corner there. I don't know about that. All right. Fortunately, we're catching this pack right as we approach. I think we might actually have to run this again at 10 o'clock. Very much so down to the wire, I think.
Car left. Still there. Clear left.
There's an incident in the chicane. It looks like rock.
Car left.
Pit lane speed limit is 60 kilometers per hour.
Clear left.
We'll fuel you to the end of the race.
All right. This battle here, I'm sure, is about to get pretty heated, to say the least. Oh, Alexander ahead was playing it very close to the cuff.
Left.
All right, 26. We're going to have about 28.3 litres going in, similar to last race. Oh, 27 points.
Okay, Oliver. 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left. Focus on the exits.
He had repairs, or he's had tyres ticked.
The leader, Jackson, is pitting. Track's clear. Push, push, push.
All right, we're definitely racing to the end though now, guys. This will be crazy. So we have Vincent 1.2 ahead. He's gonna, I have no doubt, will just blister ahead away from us. I genuinely think we might have to run this race one more time at 10 o'clock in order to get us over the line. Rather just sneak past, or we will just scrape through over the 3-point mark. Also depends on how the next 9-10 minutes of racing goes. A little bit disappointed that we got caught up in
The gap to Ross ahead is now 1.5.
those dramas in the opening stint of the race, but there's unfortunately not much we can do. Just have to roll with it.
The gap behind is now 4.4.
P16 net loss in terms of safety rate, I rating. But we don't also know if that's going to jump anymore during this race. Punching a big hole through the air, but I don't think he's punching a big enough one for us to catch up onto the back of him. I do think if we get 8 or 9, it's not going to be a full 0.1 increase. So it's not going to be enough. So let's just keep it real sensible, Oliver.
All right, Oliver. 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
Surprise clipping that in a curb as hard as it didn't ping one up. Vincent's just got the pace on me. Low 21s, I'll be in the high 22s. Wow.
15th place.
Alright. 5 to go. So,
Okay, Oliver. 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes
I
left.
reckon we got... I reckon we'll have this one plus 2 more laps. We'll get the white flag at the end of the next lap.
The car in front is Ross.
Yes, I know it's Ross. It's been Ross for a while now.
The track temperature is falling. It's now 36 Celsius.
Yeah, I did notice a little bit of a cloud coming over the track. It has gotten considerably darker. Well, I think back to the start and how crazy that start was at that corner there, and to think that that was only 40 minutes ago. Wow, absolutely crazy.
The gap to Ross ahead is now 3.8 seconds.
Well, he's catching Beaujean.
P17.
Oh, that's going in the wrong direction. Very much so going in the wrong direction. So it's 4 seconds.
That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes. There's an incident in Huon. It looks like it's Garcia.
Ah. Just to spice things up in case we didn't have enough of it already. Oh, Garcia's taking it for a loop-de-loop, I think. You can see the tyre marks there.
Okay, Oliver. 5 minutes of fuel remaining. 5 minutes.
Be curious to see if we get the white flag this time round. Seeing as he's still about 60 seconds behind me, this very well may be white flag racing here. kinds of crossed up through there. He's going to be on him by the back of the straight.
One more lap to go. Very little fuel left.
White flag racing, but there still might be a position or two to be had. The game really has no idea what position we're in at the moment.
Come on, Oliver. Push, push, push. We can get this guy.
We can't, mate. The only way we're getting the guy ahead is if he crashes into the guy ahead of him, and then we're getting both of them. We're in P15. Unfortunately, it's one thing to catch, another thing entirely to pass.
Incident in La Source. We think it might be Jimenez.
I don't know who the fuck Jimenez is. It's 0.2. It's flickering.
Is now leading.
Flickering between 0.1 and 0.2. Is he going to have a crack up into the chicane? Nah, he backed out. Backed out.
There's an incident in La Source. It looks like it's Phillips.
Maybe?
2 minutes to go, 2 minutes. 16th place. Okay, it's over. Good drive.
Alright guys, that was definitely far from perfect, but it'll be interesting to get into the results and see if we are going to be running one more time. We'll just have to see. So we're going to just, as we usually do, bring it up here onto the back straight. Out of the way of everyone and accidents. And what we're going to do, guys, we're just going to jump on into the results. So we'll catch you over there. All right, let's jump on into the results nice and quickly. And I can already see it in the top right hand of the screen that we're running this thing one more time. So unfortunately, we have only had an increase of 0.07. So we are 0.03 away from our safety rating being 3 where we wanted to. So we're going one more time at the Circuit de Spa-Francorchamps. Unfortunately, had a -7 to our I rating. So again, we're just under that 1.4K. Strength of field 1471. 4 lead changes. And we started P27 with a car number of 20 and finished P16. So not too bad, all things considered, and how drama-filled that first lap was. However, not much we can do. We just got to roll the dice one more time before the end of the season. We'll catch you in the next video, guys. Really looking forward to it. Bye.